Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So today we're going to look at the new general, OLAV II. He is a mounted general and he's actually pronounced OLAV, I think, because there's a V, not an F. But we're going to leave that to the comment section to correct me. So we're going to focus on him versus Marco Polo, because Marco Polo, I don't think there's anyone who would argue that he's not the best. Everybody would basically agree that because of his march size, he is the best. He is the gold standard. So we're going to compare it to him. And then I'm going to compare him to Napoleon Prime, because that's who I have. And quite frankly, I kind of enjoy seeing how far I have fallen behind with all the new generals that come out seemingly every week that are each one slightly better than the last one. So the amounts compound and I just fall behind a lot. So let's compare them. And just to let you guys know, this is what I'm going to be comparing right here. So you're going to see, I'll show you in my awesome spreadsheets that I make that are really just documents. And this is what they're all going to have, whether they're assistant or lead rally guy, because all of this will count as an assistant. So Covenant and Specs. And then we're going to take the Ascension into account for all of them, full Ascension. So actually, first, before we get into that, let me show you the actual generals, just to give you a little bit of a snippet, preview if you want to see it. And where are we here? Mounted at the top. So they're all pretty new. So this is Marco Polo. His strength is going to be march size. And man, he has a lot. And then Napoleon, what he brings to the table here is just to let you know what you're missing out on. And then OLAV, of course, is the other one. So let's look at them. So first you will see in this far left column, the first numbers you'll see right here. That is them with no Ascension. Full Covenant, full Specs, that's what goes on there. And then this next column, that is full Ascension only. And then the final column is what they add up together to be. So let's take a look here. And so no Ascension. OLAV attack 160. They're all kind of tied, 160, 150, 165, just splitting hairs there. HP, OLAV comes in with a big lead, and defense 105, OLAV comes in with a big lead as well. And then when they get ascended, you could see that their ascensions are kind of the same, but added together with the other columns, other than Prime. Prime loses out on attack by 20 and 35. But when you add them together with the other column, that's where he really falls behind. March size, OLAV is 14% as an assistant. Polo 21, Prime 5, really lagging behind. When you add them all up in the final category, so OLAV comes in at 240 attack. You could basically call this a tie. 225 to 245, they're all very similar. HP, 145 to 135 to 83. Prime just gets destroyed on HP. And defense, Prime makes a comeback, tying for first with OLAV at 140, while Polo falls behind. But when you look at the march size, Polo remains at 29, OLAV 24, and Napoleon Prime 13. So you can look at Prime and basically say that's what most people's general is like now. Most top people in the game who don't have Polo have something like Prime, 13%. So if you have a general, this is the big question, right? Should you take OLAV or not? My opinion is if you missed the boat on Polo and you don't have Marco Polo and you have someone like Prime, don't upgrade. Because you're just going to be sitting there knowing that in a couple events, a couple quarterly events, someone's going to come out better than Polo. And they're going to have better march size. So you're going to upgrade from someone who has, say, 15% march size to OLAV for 24 for only like a 8 to 10% gain. I don't think that's worth it for the amount of tokens that are involved and Blood of Ares and basically money, right? Runestones, all the stuff that costs money in the game. You're not going to gain too much. So if you have Polo, obviously you're going to keep him. So I would not upgrade to OLAV. That's my advice. I would continue to wait. So Let me know in the comments what you guys think of OLAV. He is maybe the second best general out there, but it's just that Polo is so good. And like, subscribe, leave a comment.